Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to use the new live speech to text feature in iOS 26 with the help of speech analyzer with UIKit as well as with Swift UI. So let's get started. So first I'll show you guys the output with UIKit because a lot of people still rely on UIKit. So here you can see I have this start recording button. So I'll just click on the start recording button and I'll just speak gibberish and just concentrate on the label 1 text. It will automatically get updated. Obviously there is a few milliseconds delay, but I think that's fair. So yeah, let's get started. So first I need to give the microphone permission. I'll quickly give that. Now I will just speak something gibberish. So there was this recently concluded India versus England test match. It was pretty good and I kind of liked it. Unfortunately, the test series ended in 2-2 draw. I would have loved India to win that particular test series. Now next India will face West Indies from October 2nd. Hopefully India will win that particular test series as well. Thank you for listening. Bye. So here you can see I have clicked on stop recording, and as you can saw it was pretty good. Like I thought it did really well. Obviously instead of recently it said gently, but when I start playing the audio as well, I think it does a pretty good job of play whatever it has recorded. So I'll just click on the start playing button as well and you can listen the audio. Okay, sorry, I know why you are not able to listen the audio because I'm mirroring my device, so that's why. Like I'll just disconnect my device, you won't be able to see the output, but that's fine. You should just able to hear it. So I'll just click on the start playing button. Concluded India versus England test match. It was pretty good, and so I have just stopped that playing as well. So here you saw the output. Now there is one bug which kind of annoys me, and I'm not able to resolve that particular bug. So let me just mirror my device once again. Okay, I don't know why it is not still showing. So let me quickly mirror my device. Okay, so here you can see the device. So if I click on start playing if I click on start playing, I let it read all the text, then it stops playing, right? If I then again click on start playing, then it starts behaving weirdly. It keeps reading the multiple text. It keeps reading the same text multiple times, like once it has finished reading. So I don't know how to resolve this particular issue. If you know, do let me know in the comments. Anyways, let's get back with the code. So first I'll show it for UIKit, but if you want to jump to the Swift UI section, you can do that as well. So here I have created a UIKit application. First thing, very important, I'm using Xcode 26. You need to go to info.plist and here make sure you add this microphone usage description permission. Then first inside just create this buffer conversion Swift file. Now I'll simply scroll through this file. Even I am not really good at this. I have copied it from the documentation. So again I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video. Okay, so again this is not really important. Then there is this helper file also which we have created. So again I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, then we have this recorder class. Again I'll simply scroll through this. So again this all this code I have copied it from the Apple documentation. So even I am not really good at this. So this is the play recording. So this is something wrong is happening over here when you call start playing, which I'm not able to figure it out. And this is the stop playing as well. What I tried doing was I just took this code and this code as well and move it to over here, or tried initializing it over here, but still I was facing the issue. And you might be wondering, if I move this code as well over here, what do I need to pass in format? So format I passed it as nil, okay, because like iOS or this particular AV foundation is smart enough to recognize the processing format by itself. But anyways, I have just reverted it back to what the documentation suggested. Anyways, this is all the code there is to it. Okay, again, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and copy the code. Then we have the spoken word transcriber as well. So here is our protocol. In Swift UI we will not be using this protocol because we have this observable thing, right? So it can automatically handle this for us. So this is only UIKit thing. This is also UIKit thing. So this is also UIKit thing. In Swift UI you will use something like this, but you will attach state to it. Again, I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, so that's it. Okay, again, I'll simply scroll through this. In case if you have missed it, feel free to pause the video and just copy all this code. Okay, then finally we have the story model. So every time you do a new recording, we use this particular story model class. You don't have to use it, but yeah, this is better for managing multiple recordings if you are doing so. Okay, so here again this is just a helper method. So yeah, that's what this is. Now coming back to the view controller, so I'm not using storyboard. Even though we have the storyboard, everything like the buttons are generated programmatically using NS layout constraints. So here we have imported AV UIKit as well as AV foundation, and here we extend this delegate, spoken word transcriber delegate. Here are few variables for our recorder is playing, whether it is recording, timer, and current playback time. Here is our story. Here is our spoken word transcriber. Here is our first button for starting and stopping recording. Here is our second button for starting and stopping playing, and here is our label as well. And this is the final attributed string. Now inside view did load, we add our button 1, button 2, label 1. Here we add our click listener for our button, and here we set up constraints as well. Okay, and here we get a callback every time from the this particular thing, right, this recorder. So once it starts recording and when it's able to convert our speech to text, automatically we get this particular callback, and here we just append all this particular callback to our label over here. Then here we are setting the constraints. So here you can see, and here inside once you click on record, we first set that label 1.text equal to empty. We change the value of our recording. If it is recording, then we create a story. We initialize our transcriber. We set the delegate. We initialize our recorder, and we assign this transcriber to speech transcriber variable. We set the button text, change the button text, and just call record. And in case of stopping, we again change the button text and stop our recording as well. Okay, now important thing to keep in mind is here I am initializing the story transcriber recorder speech transcriber over here, right? So you can move this entire thing to view did load as well, but be careful, like every time you click on start recording, if you move that particular code inside view did load, whatever you have spoken previously, it will get appended to that particular thing. So it will have only one story for you, right? Once you open the application, it will have one story for you irrespective of how many times you start and stop the recording. But sometimes you want different stories for every time you click on start and stop recording. That's why I have moved this over here. Okay, so if you want even better performance, you can move this to view did load, but do note the text will get appended every time you click on start and stop recording for that particular session. Okay, once you close the app, everything will be lost. Then this is for playing. So here we get the story URL. If it is playing, we set that this is the button title. We play the video. Once it has finished playing, we have changed it back to start playing. Here is our timer as well, and here is our start playing as well. So this particular code, I just want to show it to you. So when I show you guys the Swift UI, when we click on play recording, what it does is that it uses attributed string. Unfortunately, you can't directly use attributed string in UIKit. You have to convert it to NS attributes. But in Swift UI, what's one cool thing which I saw when we click on play recording, it highlights the text which is playing. Okay, so I was trying to, with the help of attributed string, so I was trying to achieve that same thing with UIKit. Unfortunately, I couldn't. That's why I gave up. But I have kept the code in case if anyone is interested, you can do that. So now I'll quickly show you the Swift UI stuff as well. So I'll quickly open this application. So most of like almost 90% of the code is same. So if you want, I can quickly run this application. So in Swift UI we have better UI as well, and it has different stories section as well. So I'll quickly mirror my device again. So here you can see we have stories. You just have to click on this plus button, it will create a new story. Just click on this new story. Now you can start recording. So I will speak something gibberish. I will give the recording permission. Coding with Nobody is an awesome YouTube channel. It makes different tutorials related to React Native, Flutter, native Android and native iOS. You should definitely subscribe to this particular channel if you want to grow as a programmer. And feel free to like, share and subscribe this particular channel as well. Thank you. Bye. So here you can see it has automatically made proper, like it understands when a sentence starts and ends as well. Like this I have copied it from the Apple documentation, that's why it looks much better. Now here again we have the same problem. Once you click on play recording, for the first time it plays fine, but from second time onwards it makes all that mistakes, which again I couldn't really figure out why. So yeah, that's what this is. Now unfortunately I'll just play, but you won't be able to hear it, but I think you should be able to see the background getting highlighted. Whenever it tries to speak something, the background gets highlighted, right? So yeah, that's it. Now let's see the code. So I'll just remove this. So here as you can see I have created a Swift UI application. Again, the first thing is you just need to go to your application target info, and here you need to add this record audio microphone usage description permission. Then again I have created this buffer conversion file. This is all the code for it. Again I'll simply scroll through this. Okay, it's more or less the same. Then here we have helpers as well. Again it is more or less the same. I'll simply scroll through this. And here we have this view builder. So this does the text highlighting when you click on play recording as well. So this is very important. So these are where the two methods which I couldn't really figure it out. So this is how it looks in Swift UI. Okay, then coming back to, yeah, this is fine. And this is the story model class. Again this is the same thing. I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video and just copy this code. And here is our recorder as well. Again I'll simply scroll through this. Alright, and then we have this transcription. Again I'll simply scroll through this. Again it's the same thing. It's just that inside this one we are not using that particular protocol, right? Okay, and here is our content view. So before content, yeah, I'll just show you the content view. So here you can see we have story, current story selected. Here we have the list, navigation, split view as well. This is the toolbar item. Okay, and here is our transcript view, and here is our current story selected. So inside transcript view we have created another Swift UI file. So again I'll simply scroll through this. Here we are importing all this stuff. These are all the state. Here we initialize our story. Here is our group. So if it is story is done, not done, then we display our live recording view, else we display the playback view. Here is our toolbar item. So one is for handle recording button tab. So that's what happening over here, and this is for handle play button tab. That's what happening over here. And inside on change, here this is our task for recording. This is our task for stopping the recording as well. And yeah, these are the view builder for live recording view. This is the view builder for playback view. So yeah, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye.